if you mess up, you don't get a second chance. In certain areas, it ain't like that all on the ground and everything too, but you can get killed on the ground just as easy as you can in the air. You have to have a family that backs you. I'm happily married, have 4 beautiful kids. The one's kind of, I'm just kidding. No, I'm happily married. I have 4 beautiful kids. God has truly blessed me. I think seeing the blessing is the biggest part of the blessing, is being able to see it. When people hear the word lineman, I want them to think about power line instead of football. No matter how you want to do it, we are skilled laborers. It's hard back-breaking work. And whether it be driving a big truck, climbing a pole, or just being able to dredge through the swamp, it just ain't for everybody. Coming up under my dad, I'll take you back to 1972. My dad's on ice storm in Corsicana, Texas, and him and Gary Shrunk are switching poles. They're alternating poles. Dad stayed up on his pole longer than he should have, and he come down, and Gary told him, go ahead and sit in the truck and warm up. Well, literally, when you're on ice storm, you're using your hammer to knock ice off the pole on your way up. I mean, it's freezing. You get up there and stand on a pole for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and you're just frozen. And Gary told Dad, take a break in the truck. Dad's sitting in there warming up. They're going to get one more pole. And Gary climbed up there and made contact with the high side. There was a generator running in the house. Back feeds through the transformer and out the top. When he made contact with the high side, it killed him. My dad ended up climbing that pole anyway to get Gary Shrunk off of it. Your life is literally in your pole buddy's hands. I love building power line. I love it. I love the challenge. Knowing that my dad climbed a pole in 1972, that's 2 years before I was born, I wouldn't be here. Gary Shrunk climbed that pole for my dad, because my dad was cold. And then my dad climbed up there and got Gary Shrunk off of it. And that night, my dad and the foreman went to Gary Shrunk's house and told his wife and son that he wasn't coming home. So, I mean, it's real world, you know? It's never a one-man show. It's, I'm your brother, and we can get out there and box if you want to, and then when we get through, we're going to go have a beer, and it's done, you know? You forget about it, which I don't even know if you'd box a lineman. The average man wouldn't. Every lineman's a brother. Every lineman, if you work on that line, we're brothers. And I'll do anything for you, and I feel that they do the same for me. As far as clothing and everything, clearly I think Benchmark would be the one, because it's quality product made in America and they stand behind it. If that would symbolize brotherhood, I don't know. I don't know if you could symbolize it in clothes. It's so deep. It's way deeper than that. We put our life on the line every day, and I want to be the best representation I can. At 5 foot tall, you're going to make a choice in life. You can either be mad at the world and end up in prison, and then that is terrible. Trust me, it's terrible. I've just seen documentaries on TV about it. But or you can make the world laugh with you. You know, if you can have fun at work and still be productive and safe, and I think you can be safer with humor. I mean, if you cutting up and having a good time, a guy's a lot more likely to say something to you that way anyway, rather than you hollering at him. He feels like he's gonna get in trouble for saying something. But then again, it ain't for everybody. Everything that I thought was a failure up to this point got me right to where I am. So it made me stronger, made me who I am. My 9-year-old actually told me I was internet famous. That's how I found out. I'm most looking forward to God's path for me, to end up the end of the journey, when probably this video is played at my funeral and people can see me talking. I want to be the only person that ever speaks at their own funeral. I climb poles. Yep. All right. It's time for a pole mall, ain't it? Kill me. Coffee assistant. No.